our next presenter, Gabriela, is part of Hubraum and one of our basically our last presenter. She has a captain's license. So she once got stuck on a lake with a crew with no wind. So she knows a few challenges. I personally sailing for so many years myself, so it can be quite a test of patience. Now, she is part of Deutsche Telekom's corporate VC. Now, they're very much interested in Estonia and all that. We're going to be asking them about that, but I ask you to please, a warm hand of applause for Gabriela. Let's do this. Good luck.
Hi, it's great to be here. I'm Gabriela from Deutsche Telekom Hubraum Ventures. We are a Germany-based corporate fund investing on the early stage. We call ourselves exploratory fund, and we are investing in startups that has the highest chance of collaborating with Deutsche Telekom as a solution that could enhance our portfolio of products or as a solution that could be supporting our internal operation. We mainly invest on the seed stage, and our ticket size is up to 300K in the first round. We do that in co-investment model, and we mainly invest in US, Europe, and Israel. We do 3 to 5 investments per year, and of course we love telco tech, but some other topics too. We mainly invest in connectivity, tracking and connected devices, B2B productivity software, and media and entertainment. But if you take a closer look into our portfolio, you could also spot some companies which are working on solution in areas like energy or cybersecurity. We are a team of 5 located in 6 different cities. We operate since 2012. We've done 30 investments in more than 10 countries with 6 successful exits. And we are really proud that more than 50% of our portfolio is having established collaboration with Deutsche Telekom. We are bringing to the table something more than just venture funding. We are offering this potential of collaboration with Deutsche Telekom, but also access to our clients and our tech assets, but also gaining international visibility, brand reputation, and experts from various technologies. And a little bit about myself. I am 4 years with the fund, 2 years in the investment manager position. Last year, I've made 2 deals. I'm sitting on the boards of 4 portfolio companies, mainly observer seats. And previous to that, I was working in the sales team of the Polish startup working on smart home automation, where I was responsible for the first commercial rollout, but also wrapping up the devices when it was needed. So thank you, and let's talk.
All right, let's do this. Thank you very much. Please, dziękuję, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, 2 bets. Can you tell me what was the hardest moment when you were making your first investment?
I think that it's really good feeling when you actually signing up the final papers. So then you see, then you realize this big amount of work that was put it into pushing the deals within the company.
You remember your first investment?
Yes, I do.
How was that like for you?
It was a very good learning experience.
It was a good learning experience.
You know what that means.
It's a very euphemistic. So, given what you've experienced, man, what would you love to ask?
I'm curious, why did you get into sailing? What's with the captain's license? How did you get interested in that?
Yeah, so I'm like, from my childhood, I was actually sailing with my father. With the group of friends. And I'm really passionate about it itself, but I think that you have really strict rules when you are sailing.
That's what I was going to, that's why I'm asking.
So I was always in a team, but one day I decided, I would I would like to be a captain and actually put the rules of my kind of team. It's challenging because you are responsible for the whole team that is sailing with you. But also, I think that it's really bringing a lot of life experience. So.
The one time I went sailing with this guy, Alekko, some of you know him, he's just yelling at me using words I've never fucking heard before. I'm like, you want me to do what to what? And he's like, I'm like, I don't know those words. What language are you even speaking? So there was a bunch of screaming and me just going, I don't know. So the captain's job was a lot of responsibility and pretty tough. Question to you about strategy. I mean, corporate investors are different, obviously, than regular VCs, right? Let's say you start out with a 300,000. How does your follow-on work? How do those next rounds happen? Do you continue investing, or how do you sort of keep growing the company?
Yeah, so actually, when it comes to follow-ons, we have really clear strategy here. So we really would like to see how the company is developing with us and what we've built together. You could imagine that some of our companies are having possibility of making POCs with us. We also do a lot of commercial contracts with some of our companies. So I would say that when the company is raising the next round, the first question is what we've done together, and if and the question if that collaboration was successful. Then we could move further with actually, discussing the follow-ons.
One of the biggest founder fears when you come to them as a corporate investor is, oh shit, if I take money from them, well then all their competitors are out, and I'm just accepting this piece of the market as the ceiling. I'm never going to grow beyond that because they won't let me. What's your view?
Yeah, so definitely we are not these kind of investors. We are also having some, deal flow exchange with other telco incubators and accelerators.
Do you split? Do you syndicate sometimes with another telco?
Yeah. So in general, we are in good relationships, and actually it's good to know, as you are a founder, to actually make this alignment between the investors, which are from the same sector, if they are okay with co-investing, but we are typically okay with that, and we believe that it's beneficial. And I would say that definitely it depends fund-to-fund strategy, but we are investing not to actually stop the companies from growth. We have this additional layer of, being financially successful with the company, but also to create something meaningful within our mother company. So it's how does it work?
All right, so we started to get a few questions through the audience and start wrapping up because we're running out of time and we have to give an award. That's what I've been working on behind the scenes right now. Listen, exits to Deutsche Telekom, or you also provide external ones?
So actually looking on our history, we typically done the exits to some different vendors. We didn't make the buyout of the companies that we were stakeholders in. So yeah, it's definitely some external exits.
What makes telecom or telcos exciting? We have a question from the audience here.
Is that a trick question? Or?
I think it's more, they want to see your view most likely, but what's so exciting about telco investments basically, or related to that industry? I have to probably clarify most likely with this person, but that's what it is. What makes telco exciting?
So I think that it's something new, and I mentioned it at the beginning of our presentation. So definitely there is a lot of the telco technologies that we are looking at, and let's imagine one of our portfolio companies which are building up the hardware which enable strengthening the network signal with dense areas where you are in a building full of metal. Now, I think that a lot of people have some troubles with it. But on the other hand, we could go super, super far. So recent investment which I've made was in the energy tech, because we are one of the biggest energy consumer in Germany. So it's super, super good for us to also explore this topic. And I think that it's the message that I would like to leave here, that if you, as a founder, has an idea how your solution would be beneficial for telco, we could explore the opportunities and talk.
I want to remind everybody that because you made these 2 deals and because what you just said, I remember our conversation. I remember that you fight very hard for the deal, for the founder. Is that true?
That I fight really much.
You fight really hard. You fight for the deal.
I think that even because we are structured in such a way that we have investment managers, MDs, and then we have to negotiate somehow. And they said me that I'm like pretty stubborn with some deals that I am pushing. So I think that even though like I'm like these 2 years in this position, I have a lot of motivation to push deals through.
Cool. Let's end on this lovely note. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm hand of applause. Please, Gabriela. Let's do this. Gabriela, dziękuję very much. Thank you very much.
Dziękuję.